And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
16 yards.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one caught by Kittle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, that early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Niners will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 26 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw, it's Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
To the air, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Bills first down.
Now Allen. And that's complete to Cooks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Cook up the gut. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
Now Allen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Incomplete.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard
It's a gain
line.
of 14 yards.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. No gain on the play.
James Cook
And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Allen again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bills. Brandon Cooks from 8 yards out. And the Bills are back within a score. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Bills 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the 49er first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was brought down
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Now Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Allen going to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
17 yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's caught left side by Cooks. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
And this is 3rd down.
Here's Allen to throw it. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And less than a yard.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now they send a man in motion right. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
The kick is good.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 47.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne from 13 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
At the 47-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
49ers, first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Now he's going to step up and run. That's downfield. He's got Tonjes. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
Touchdown, 49ers.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. There again is Cooks, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
The Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. Looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
Pass to the sideline and pulled it. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag.
First down.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays, not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Final pass on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that gets them back within 10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's Purdy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
throwing here. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Cook has it left side. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 6.
To the air, Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
A final shot before half for Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
His kick is no good.
So halftime here. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Bills 17.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. To the 40 and no further. Razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Allen has his man. It's Shakir. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's good for a Bills 1st down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2 at the Niners' 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
In motion left goes Cooks. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Half 85, half 85. Look out.
Allen gonna throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 93 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is McCaffrey on the deal. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And the 49er 1st down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Purdy now to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings from 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Handoff comes to Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Round 80. That's it.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
That's it.
Here's Allen. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Here's Allen to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 36 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. High-scoring first half, and to this point, a high-scoring second half. A lot of offense, Charles.
Very entertaining game for guys like you and me, being able to watch it. Anyone who's here in the stadium, they've got to be having a blast, wondering who's going to score next and who's going to gain an advantage. The people who hate this,
the guys that play your old position, right?
My old position, anyone on defense, this is not a satisfying game for them, not at all.
Yeah, these offenses rolling.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Allen now looks to throw. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3.
At the 29-yard line.
A give. This is Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A gain of 12.
To throw, it's Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen throwing quickly there, but it's complete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 11. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's taken down but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Purdy off the play fake. Now he's going to step up and run. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 35-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Cooks on the quick slant. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
The Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Cook again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got room at the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down.
Cook is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. To the air, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there. And, boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get set, get set. All right, rise up, up.
Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Get set, get set.
Purdy looking to throw. Kittle catching the slant. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
It's 4th down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. so all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Another tone for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's
in motion goes Knox. Allen. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Get set. Get up.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
18. Up.
Now Purdy. Looking deep for Jennings. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. 18. What's up? Up.
Purdy now to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, breaking the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. That's complete to Pearsall. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Eddie Pinheiro on now. This to make it a 3-score game late. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Allen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 12. And the Bills first down.
And again it's Allen. Open man, it's Palmer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Bills first down.
To throw, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
That's another Bills first down. First and goal. At the
Allen gonna throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid from 8 yards out. And the Bills get a bit closer. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.